Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1983 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Seattle Mariners and the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium. On the mound for the Mariners today is Floyd Bannister, whose record is 12-13 with a 5.34 ERA. And pitching for the Tigers today is Dave Rozema, whose record is 10-6 with a 3.75 ERA. And so we won yesterday. We've won 3 in a row. And with 22 games to go, doing a little bit of math here, that would mean if the Yankees went 11-11, if they just played 500 ball to the end of the year, we would have to go 16-6 just to tie them for a one-game playoff. So it would take 17 wins in theory, to manage to pull out the division. And so that seems very unlikely, even though we have won 3 in a row here. To win the next 16 out of 22 is a real tall task, but we're going to give it a go. From here on out, starting today, we're going to keep all of the main players in the lineup. If we take a look at the calendar, so we have 3 series of a total of 13 games to get to a day off. Once we get to the day off here, depending upon where we're at, we might go to a 4-man rotation to close out the season. And that way, I think Jack Morris would get, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that means Jack Morris would get at least 3 more starts at that point. He's the guy that we're relying on down the stretch here to get us to the promised land. So, I don't feel good about it, but it's not mathematically impossible, right? So that's where we stand. So we have to get on with today's game, though, first, which is against the Seattle Mariners, and we're at home, which is good. Let's get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. We just got the first video up for the 1980 Detroit Lions alternate history season, which includes a contest. If you watch the video, which I'll post right after this game in the little box over here. If you watch that video, it'll tell you about the contest, how you can participate, and what the grand prize is, which is a pretty sweet prize, if I have to say so myself. We have Dave Rozema on the mound. Current Mariners lineup is batting .241 against him in only 59 plate appearances. I'm not really sure how that is possible, but okay. All of the bullpen is available today, thanks to a really good performance from Brian Kelly yesterday. He did not get the win, but he kept us in it as we edged out California 2-1. Okay, here is the lineup versus Floyd Bannister. He is a lefty. And so we do have lefties in the lineup, all of our better players. Whitaker is the only Tiger listed as tired already. But Lou's only 6 runs shy of the 100 mark. So maybe, that's worth it, giving him a shot to get to that. Especially if if we may not make it to the playoffs. At least we got to pad the stats. Okay, let's do the lineup rundown for the Mariners. They have all their best players in there, as they are trying to win the division right now. Batting leadoff, playing second base, is Harold Reynolds. Batting second, playing shortstop, is Spike Owen. Batting third at first base is Dave Stapleton. Batting cleanup in left field is Ricardo Saenz. Batting fifth and catching is Tom Pagnozzi. Batting sixth at third base is Tom Dodd. Batting seventh in center field is Dave Henderson. Batting eighth and DHing is Bob Pate. And batting ninth in right field is Rod Craig. On the mound for the Tigers is Dave Rozema. Let's take a look at Rosie. Making his 29th start, 10-6 with a 3.75 ERA. He's got 72 Ks in 151 and a third innings pitched. He has given up a career high 44 walks this season. Very uncharacteristic of him. Opponents are batting .253. He has one complete game shutout. Fastball tops out at 86 miles an hour. He doesn't have a fastball. He is a ground ball pitcher 56% of the time. So his sinker is the ground ball inducer. It's rated an 84. Overall, he is a rated an 83. 27-year-old righty, does not go to free agency until 1985. If you look at his log, you'll see he is really failing us down the stretch here. His last start, we had to yank him. He went 2 2/3 innings, giving up 3 runs on 3 hits, 3 walks, and 2 of those three hits were home runs. He suffered his 6th loss on the season. So not a great performance, but in his last start against Seattle, he did get the victory, going 6 innings, giving up 2 runs. Both runs were unearned, and he didn't walk anyone. So let's see which Rosie we're going to get today. We're wearing our rose-colored glasses. There's the Tigers' defense for today. With Kevin Bass out there in center field, if we have the lead, we'll put in Eddie Miller to give us some defensive strength in center field. Otherwise, we look pretty solid. Here is Harold Reynolds leading off versus Dave Rozema. And a base hit into left field. So Reynolds is on. He is among the league leaders in stolen bases. He has 32 this year. Spike Owen, next man up. The Mariners in their baby blues today. Ground ball to short. A lot of speed. Can we turn 2? Nope, we only get the runner at first. Reynolds, a tough guy to double up. So a runner in scoring position now for Dave Stapleton, kind of an unsung hero of his team. He's batting .262 with 23 home runs. He was the Gold Glove winner at first base last year for Boston. He flips it to right field. Play made by Wilson. Reynolds not advancing on that, which makes sense because on a base hit he'd score anyway. Ricardo Saenz, next man up. He is batting .294, 26 home runs, 32 homers last year, and there it is, 1-0 Seattle. RBI single for Saenz. 2 down. Here is the nozzle, Tom Pagnozzi, third hit of the inning. Saenz goes to third. What is it with Rosie at the end of the season? He doesn't ever get injured, but he just peters out the last month and a half, 2 months of every season. Very unfortunate. Here is Tom Dodd. He is playing for Dave Elder, who's injured through the playoffs, and a base hit up the middle. 2-0 Seattle as our playoff dreams going down the drain before we've even had a chance to bat today. 4 hits already given up by Rozema. Here's Dave Henderson, maybe an MVP candidate. 32 home runs on the year. He's fallen to third as the White Sox players, Ron Kittle and Rod Allen, are 1 and 2 in home runs right now. Henderson flies out to center, showing us some mercy. We go to the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at the Tigers lineup rundown. We've got some work to do today. Sweet Lou leading off, playing second base. Batting second at shortstop is Alan Trammell. Batting third at third base is George Brett. Batting cleanup and DHing is Mickey Hatcher. Batting fifth in right field is Glenn Wilson. Batting sixth, playing first base, is Greg Brock. Batting seventh and catching today is Lance Parrish. Batting eighth in left field is Kirk Gibson. And batting ninth in center field is Kevin Bass. Floyd Bannister making his 30th start. He's 12 and 13 with a 5.34 ERA, 167 Ks in 192 innings pitched. Opponents are betting 285 against him. 5 complete games. He does have a shutout. His fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage 42.1%. He's only got 1 pitch above average. That is the fastball. Overall rated an 80, the 28-year-old lefty doesn't go to free agency until 1985. He has given up 35 home runs this year. And I think how did he do against us in his last start? That's right, he took the loss. And that was against Rozema, now that I think about it. He gave up 10 hits in 5 innings. He did get 6 strikeouts in that ball game. Has he faced us another time this year? No, I guess that's the only... in my mind, I was thinking he had a 10 strikeout performance against us, but maybe it was a 10 hit performance, which is all that much better for us. There is the defense for the Mariners today. No real defensive liability as Ricardo Saenz is approved to an average left fielder. So good for him. Okay, here is Sweet Lou leading off against Floyd Bannister. Lou leading the team with 23 home runs as he goes deep to center field to lead off the ball game. 36 homers given up by Bannister now. And Lou continues to amaze me from the leadoff spot. 2-1 as Trammell steps up. Trammell's got a home run in his career against Bannister. He's 6 for 10 with that homer. And he flips it down the right field line. Could that be a double? It is. Trammell, only his 14th double of the year. Not an extra base guy, as you can see. Still, the tying run is on second. With George Brett up. Brett struggling as a lefty versus lefties, but he's our hottest hitter right now. Popping it up on the infield. Caught just behind second base by Reynolds. There's 1 out. Mickey Hatcher up. Hatcher having a good season overall, but batting .303 versus lefties. Hatcher, a base hit to center field. That will tie the ball game. And an error by Dave Henderson gets Hatcher to second. So the game is all even. And the error by Henderson gets Hatcher into scoring position for Glenn Wilson, who has been a big surprise RBI guy for us. And he walks. That's one thing he does not do well. I think it's only like 18 walks for him. No, I'm sorry. This is Hatcher. Wait a minute. There we go. Yeah, 18 walks. Good call on my part. Good cognitive memory. But that does set up Greg Brock for a possible double play. We're trying to get Brock some at-bats versus lefties. He does have a 1 home run versus left-handers, but he's batting .103 overall. And a base hit up the middle. Look at Brock getting into it. Everybody just moves up 1. That makes sense. I don't think Hatcher would score from second, since that was hit to the Gold Glover in center field. Bases are juiced for Lance Parrish. He's got a pinch hit grand slam this year. And he's going to go deep. His 10th home run. A grand slam for Big Wheel. All those runs are earned, and it's 6-2 Detroit. What a great first inning. This is our 8th hitter. We're going to hit around this inning. As Gibby steps up, the lefties are having good at-bats today. Gibby gets a base hit to right. 6 hits in the first. Do we want to go for 2? No, we're not going to be a rally killer here. No rally killing. Wow, 6 runs, 6 hits, only 1 out. The offense is stepping up. Here's Kevin Bass with 1 down, runner on first. He is the 9th batter this inning. Oh, man, that was some high curveball there. Shouldn't have been swinging at that. Flying out to left center field. We will send Gibson here. There's 2 down. We're up 4 runs, and we have a left-hander on the mound. At the plate. Now Whitaker did hit a home run, but let's try to see if we can't get Gibby into scoring position here. Fastball down the middle, and he does steal second base. That was a changeup, actually. I just saw it as a straight pitch. Gibson's 19th stolen base on the year, keeping the pressure on. And now Whitaker has a chance at an RBI with a base hit. Full count, and he strikes out. The damage is done. Tigers put 6 on the board on 6 hits, 2 home runs, and it's 6-2 Detroit. We need a solid bounce back inning here from Dave Rozema. Here's Bob Pate leading off. Infield single. Leadoff man is on. The question is, with the season on the line, how far do we go with Dave Rozema? I'm telling you right now, we are not going much farther. Here's Rod Craig. Pate steals second. It was a strike, though. Rod Craig's got some power. He has 14 home runs this year, so there's no point pulling the outfield in. And a base at the center. So that's it for Rozema. That's all we're going to deal with him today. I guess we're going to see Tom Filer. We have not seen him in a while because he's been so poor in relief. But he is somebody we rely on to get us some outs, get us a couple innings here. We have many players to choose from. Well, let's see if Tom Filer can help us out. Terrible, terrible performance from Rozema. Back-to-back horrific performances. We're going to pull the outfield in. Harold Reynolds up. And Reynolds hits a 2-run home run. This game is all offense, and I'm not sure there's anything we're going to do to prevent it. And another base hit. And another base hit. Finally. No guarantee here, though. On the pop-up, Trammell does make the catch. We're going to guard the lines, hope for a ground ball, get a double play with the first baseman and the catcher playing the main roles here. That's a ground ball to short. That should be a guaranteed double play. Of course not. Of course not. It is a ground ball out. Here's Tom Dodd with 2 down. A ground ball to short. And we get out of the inning with the lead. 3 more runs scored. It's 6-5. We got to keep putting runs on the board here. Trammell leading off. And a base hit to left. This is going to be a long ball game. Trammell's already got a double. We're not going to stretch it. We will hit and run, though, this time with George Brett. Stay out of the double play. Get everybody moving. And a base hit to center field. Trammell will go to third. 9 hits. Wait a minute. 8 hits against Bannister. And I think we got to let Hatcher swing away here. He's 1 for 1 today. Ground ball to third. Brett advances. Everybody else holds. 1 down. Hoping for a sac fly here from Glenn Wilson. That'll get it done. That'll get us 1 run and should allow Brett to advance. Give Wilson another RBI. Brett does tag. Go to third. So we get 1 run back. It's 7-5 now. Here's Greg Brock. 1 for 1 today. And a slow roller to third. Dodd makes the play. Really kind of a wasted opportunity there, the way things are going. We're going to bring Filer back out. These are all right-handers other than the switch hitters, so we give him another shot here. Here's Dave Henderson. High fly ball to center field. Bass got to go back to get that one. 386 foot out to center field. One down. Here's Bob Pate. Pate popping it up on the infield. This is what we need. We need a quiet inning here to get things settled. 2 outs. Rod Craig. Ground ball up the middle. Good range from Whitaker. And Whitaker throws him out. A 1-2-3 inning. We needed that so badly. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here is Lance Parrish. Parrish grand slam in the 1st, and yet we're only up by 2 runs. That was his 10th home run. I honestly didn't think Parrish would get that far. He is well rested this year, though, as Kennedy's had a bulk of the duties. Ground ball to second. 1 out. Here's Gibby. Gibby's 1 for 1 against the left-hander, and he strikes out looking on a curveball. So 2 quick outs for Bannister. He's looking for his first 1-2-3 inning. Not today. Not now. Bass gets a base hit into center field. So Bass is in on it. Both teams have 9 hits. We're not even through the 3rd. Whitaker's 3rd time through. We're not going to send Bass. We're going to let Whitaker do his thing. He's already got a home run today, flying out to right. So finally, both teams kept off the board. We go to the top of the 4th. Let's see if Filer's got one more in him. Short leash, though. Harold Reynolds. The ground ball to short. Trammell makes an error. Outfield in. You know Reynolds will be going here. A lot of ball game to be played. That's a ball. Okay. Let's bring in a pitcher who's been a real stopgap for us in the limited time we've used him. We're going to bring in Carl Willis. He's pitched in 6 games already. He's 1-0. He has not walked anybody. He has 6 Ks and 10 innings pitched. He has given up 12 hits and 3 home runs in relief. His fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. He is a ground ball pitcher, which we need right now. He's known for a splitter. It's rated in 86. Only pitch above. He's got 4 pitches. That's the only one that is decent at this point, early in his career. Overall, he is rated in 84. The 22-year-old righty doesn't go to arbitration for a while. So we need a ground ball here. Get us a double play. Here's Dave Stapleton. Fly ball to left. That is easily catchable. There's 1 out. Next man up is Ricardo Saenz. He's even slower with a 72 speed. We're playing straight away. And a base hit. Reynolds will score. 7-6. Tom Pagnozzi. 1st and 2nd. Last time this happened, should have been an easy double play, and it wasn't. So, who knows? A comebacker to Willis. And there's our double play. Mariners edge closer. It's 7-6. Keeping the pressure on. Floyd Bannister still in the ballgame, despite giving up 9 hits, a walk. A runner was safe on an error. Oh no, that was an error in the outfield. So that's not true. But yeah, he's pitched poorly. And another hit. Trammell. Trammell's 9 for 13 in his career. 3 for 3 today. We're going to hit and run. Brett strikes out looking. Trammell does steal second base. His 16th stolen base on the year. Next man up, Mickey Hatcher. Runner in scoring position. Let's get that run back. Hatcher 1 for 2 today. Striking out. And Wilson. Copy up. We go to the 5th. Let's see if we can get another inning out of Carl Willis. I mean, we don't want to blow our bullpen here in game 1 of this series, but we need this win. Dodd goes deep. Tie ball game. 7-7. And there's the first walk of the season for Willis. Pate flips it to right. That should be catchable, but there's no telling. 1 out. Here's Rod Craig. Ground ball to first. Brock can't turn 2. Outfield in with Harold Reynolds up. Does have 5 home runs, but just doesn't have the power. Line drive to second, and that will do it. We're all square at 7. Bannister still in the ball game. Here's Greg Brock. Brock's 1 for 2 today. Well, flips it to right center field. It will carry deep enough for Henderson. Making that catch. 1 out. Lance Parrish striking out. 5 Ks for Bannister and Gibby. Base hit for Gibson. Gibby on first. I'd love to try to steal, but we're 2 for 2 today already. I have no faith we could get another stolen base. So we will let Bass take a cut. He is not a good hitter versus lefties, but he is capable of putting one into the bleachers. Ground ball to third. We're going to the 6th inning. Now it's time to get into our real bullpen here. We're going to start with Roy Thomas, who has been unreliable as of late. Look at his log. That'll tell you all you need to know. He gave up 3 runs versus the Sox in 2/3 of an inning, including a home run and 2 walks. But we need him to step up here, give us an inning. He's got Owen, Stapleton, and Saenz due up. Owen flipping it to center. Will that fall in? It will be caught by Bass. 1 out. Next man up, Dave Stapleton. There's a base hit for sure. Little duck snort into center. 12 hits now for the Mariners. We will guard the lines against Ricardo Saenz. 1-2 count, striking him out. Good job by Thomas. This is a tough out, though. Tom Pagnozzi, probably the best offensive catcher in the American League for sure. First pitch, and Stapleton, a first baseman with a sub-average rating, steals second base. So you know the run will score here. We'll pull the outfield in, but it won't matter. 0-2 count. Oh, he strikes out looking. We'll take it. We'll take whatever we can get. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Floyd Bannister still in there. The worst, is the manager of Seattle the worst manager? He's kept him in there long enough to get the lead back. Maybe get him the win, despite giving up 11 hits. Here is Sweet Lou. Oh, there's an infield single for Lou. Lou's got another hit today. Let's take a look at the in-game stats, actually. So Lou is 2 for 4 with a home run. We got Trammell 3 for 3 of the stolen base. Gibby's got 2 hits as a left-hander. Parrish had the grand slam. The only player without a hit on the Tigers is Wilson. He did have a sac fly. Henderson, the only player without a hit for the Mariners. Line score is equal right now. All right, well, here is Trammell. I would love to hit and run with him here, but I think he is 3 for 3. We got to let him hit. He's 9 for 13 in his career. This could be a double play, but I think he's earned the right to take a cut. And a base hit to right. That's my logic. Sometimes talking it out. If I wasn't announcing the game to you guys, I probably would still be saying this stuff out loud. Talking it through logically. Sounding like a moron, but, that's kind of how you think things through. Finally, they're going to pull Floyd and bring in Manny Sarmiento. Having a rough go of it. He was the closer last year, lost his job to Littell. He's making his 36th appearance, 3-3 with a 5.17 ERA, 20 walks, 28 Ks, and 38 and a third innings pitched. Opponents are batting .235 against him. He's got a save. He's got 3 blueies, 91 mile an hour fastball. Ground ball percentage, that's pretty likely, 50% of the time. The 2-pitch pitcher with his fastball being his out pitch. Overall rated an 80, the 27-year-old right-hander is not a free agent until 1985. Okay, Brett absolutely crushing right-handers, batting .335. How did Whitaker not go to third, by the way? That seems unlikely. Okay, here's George Brett. Nobody out. 2-2 count. Fly ball to center field. Whitaker should tag on his own. He does. Whitaker advances to third. And now Sticky Mickey's up. And we're going to hit and run with this guy. With 1 out, runners on first and third. Good contact hitter. This could break the tie. Even with a ground ball. Not to third, though. Oh, a tapper back to the mound. What's going to happen? The run does score. Give Hatcher a second RBI. Trammell advances, and it's 8-7 Detroit. And a base hit here from Wilson that will not only give him his first hit, but that should score Trammell. Let's see how it goes. Ground ball to first. So we do take the lead back. The first run we've scored in 4 innings. It's 8-7. Great job by Thomas. And we will bring in Dave Smith. Dave Smith, likely our closer next year, making his 55th appearance. 5-3 with a 3.56 ERA, 55 2/3 innings pitched. 45 Ks in 55 2/3. Opponents are batting .250, 4 saves, 5 TBs. Fastball topping out at 88 miles an hour. He is a pretty high ground ball pitcher, 49.6% of the time. He's got 4 pitches, but 2 are solid. Fastball and a sinker. Overall rated an 86, a 28-year-old righty. Goes to arbitration, and from what I've seen, he's asking the least amount of any of our arbitration-eligible relievers. So he will probably be the one that we keep, and he probably will be our closer next year. Okay, we've got 3 righties due up, Dodd, Henderson, and Pate. Tom Dodd leading off. He has a big home run today. Striking out there. Good job by Dave Smith. 1 down. Here is Dave Henderson. He is the only Mariner without a hit today. And a base hit. 13 hits now for the Mariners. We have to guard the lines here against Bob Pate. Bob Pate was a thorn in our side last year, and he's 2 for 2 against Dave Smith. Smith winning this battle as he pops up to second. Will Whitaker make the play? Yes, he does. Okay, 2 down. Runner on first for Rod Craig. Craig 1 for 3 with the ribby. We're going to play straight away for Craig. Full count. And he pops it up. Behind second base to the outfield grass where Trammell makes the catch. Good job. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. We need an insurance run. Greg Brock, 1 for 3 on the day. Happy to see our right-hander on the mound. He's a .317 hitter. And he pops it up down the third base line. 1 out. Parrish, we're going to pull Parrish for Kennedy. 281 hitter versus righties. Parrish did his gerb. He got a grand slam today for crying out loud. And a base hit into the gap. Left center field. Can Kennedy get to second? He does. Kennedy's 11th double on the year. 806 OPS. It's been valuable. And now Gibby licking his chops at a right-hander. He's 2 for 3 today with a stolen base. Oh, he strikes out. He gets jammed inside by Sarmiento. We are going to pinch hit Kevin Bass for Jeff and the family Stone. Jeff Stone, he's 2 for 5, but he's been reliable. Been reliable in the minor leagues as a hitter who can hit righties. We want to give him a shot here, and then we'll bring in Miller to play center field defensively. Here we go. Jeff Stone, ground ball to first. That won't get it done. Well, it was worth the shot. We're taking out Jeff Stone. We're going to put in, there he is, Eddie Miller into center field. Better defensively. Has not made an error in center field this year. Jinx. Okay, we've got a couple switch hitters coming up. So we're going to bring in Dave Rucker. Now he gets lefties out really well, but also he gets righties out as these guys are going to turn around and bat right-handed. 202 are right-handed batters right now versus Dave Rucker is making his 64th appearance. This is going to be an optimal inning here. We are relying on Dave Rucker against a couple good hitters. Harold Reynolds batting .265 versus lefties. A ground ball to first. Come on, Brock. Yes. Okay, there we go. 1 out. Spike Owen, a .330 hitter versus lefties. This is a very tough out for Rucker. Wow, a deep fly ball. High deep fly ball to center field. 437 feet. Caught on the warning track by Eddie Miller. Making him run. Great job by Rucker. I can't do it. I can't leave him in there. I can't leave him in there to go after Dave Stapleton. I think we got to bring in our closer for a 4-out save opportunity. Let's look at his splits. Right-handers. Oh, they're batting .317 against him. I was only giving up 2 home runs, so I'm going to trust him in this situation. Oh, man, I'm such an idiot. But we got to do it. 4-out save. We got to play the odds, folks. Otherwise, what are we doing? Stapleton 2 for 4 today with a stolen base. I mean, that's ridiculous. Here we go. 2 down. 1-0 count. Ground ball to short. Come on, Trammell. There we go. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Tigers are up a run. They're bringing in their closer to try to at least hold the 1-run deficit. 11 games, he's 3-0, 0.44 ERA. Remember, this guy started out in the minor leagues this year. They traded for him, and then they didn't even put him in their lineup. But he is their closer, and he's been dynamite. 9 walks, though, in 20 and a third is not great. Okay, we've got Lou up. Lou, Trammell, and Brett. These are the guys you want up as Lou is leading off. He's 2 for 4 today with a home run, and he walks. That is exactly what we want. Leadoff man is on. Trammell 4 for 4. This is a hit and run situation, regardless of whether we want to do it or not. So we're going to hit and run. First pitch swinging. Ground ball to short. That will get Whitaker over. And give our boy George Brett a chance here to give us an insurance run. Brett's 1 for 4. He has struck out today. And they walk him. That's a smart move. That was a intentional walk. Because now Mickey Hatcher is a double play candidate. He is 1 for 1 in his career. Versus Littell. We could pinch run for Brett. But I think we still want Brett to be our defensive third baseman. Okay, here we go. This could be a double play. Hatcher hits it to a double play. We go to the ninth. Weaver is going to face Saenz, Pagnozzi, and Dodd. I mean, this is really the season right here. Not knowing what the Yankees have done, I mean, this is it. Ricardo Saenz leading off. 2 for 4 today, 2 ribbies. Base hit. That is the tying run on first. Got to guard the lines. They should pinch run for him, but they won't. Here's the nozzle. 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Striking him out, Weaver. Stepping up. Good job. We got to guard the lines again. That is the right thing to do. Can't let that run score on a extra base hit, potentially. Tom Dodd, he has a home run today. 2 for 4. Ground ball to second, slow roller. They can only get the lead runner at second. There's a force at second. And now Dave Henderson's up. Dave Henderson, third in the American League in home runs. He's 1 for 3 today. This is the ball game right here, folks. I have a feeling there could be an error. There could be a lot of things. There could be a home run. We are going to play straight away now for Dave Henderson. Here we go. Oh, he was caught stealing second. Was that a missed hit and run? What a dumb play. Tigers have won 4 in a row. Handshakes, butt slaps, sloppy steaks. What a great game that was. Wow. Let's take a look. Keeping the hopes alive. Here's the standings, and of course the Yankees won. Boston won. So we've gained no ground. Guaranteed a winning season. The West, California, does get a game on Seattle because of the loss. Oakland's fallen to 4 back. They're pretty much toast. Let's take a look at the National League. Montreal, everybody loses. And Cincinnati, everybody wins. Everybody in this division won. Everyone lost there. So we take a look at the headline news. Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. California beats Cleveland to extend their lead. Ron Romanick pitched well. Complete game. Pagel hitless in 4 at-bats. Indians' Romberg did nothing. Cleveland's Turner did nothing. Okay. Hurst shuts out Texas 4-0. Good job by Hurst. Jim Rice, I believe he is leading the American League in batting average with 2 for 4 with a double. And the Tigers knock Seattle from first. Lou Whitaker went 2 for 4. And Trammell went 4 for 5. He's probably the player of the game. We'll see here in a moment. Let's take a look at transactions. Nothing at all happened. So we're going to pull up the box score. Tigers win 8-7. Player of the game, probably Trammell, but so much happened. I mean, look at how everything happened before the 6th inning, and then it was nothing happened for the most part. I mean, Parrish did hit the grand slam. Mickey Hatcher had the game-winning RBI. I think we're going to give it to Trammell. I mean, the guy had 4 hits. He scored 2 runs. He had a double. He had a stolen base. But it could be Hatcher. It could be Parrish. But he did what he was supposed to do. Trammell did have that error, though, which led to one unearned run against Filer. Let's give some credit to the bullpen, even Filer and Willis. The win goes to Roy Thomas. He's 3-2 on the year. Roger Weaver, a 4-out save, stepping up big time to get his 26th save on the season. Dave Rozema maybe has lost his starting duties. He is not a stretch pitcher. We know that about him. Bannister got clobbered, but really hung around long enough to maybe factor in a victory, but he takes the loss. Terrible performance from him. So that's going to do it. Here is the video to get in on the contest to win a really awesome autograph and jersey memorabilia card. Get in on that. It's going to be fun. You have to game time on September 11th to participate. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Get in on that. If you're going to watch the games, you may as well try to win. So that will do it. We're going to come back tomorrow with Game 2 of the series. Until then, everyone, have a great day.